Hello, I'm out here at the sculpture garden to make a case for my best practice, which is encouraging students to use video and or pictures to document examples of their learning in the real world. Especially in an online class where students never meet face-to-face, it's great to have a visual images, a visual element to the class to help them connect to each other and to their learning. Now, you probably already have assignments that allow students to make connections between what they learn in class and the world around them. And you might even have an assignment where they have to go out and make an observation or attend an event and report back what they've learned or what they saw or what they think about that. So what I'm really arguing here is to use technology of pictures or video and add that to those kind of assignments. There's a lot of advantages I see to this. One is just to put a face to classmates in an online class. That is going to make the experience more personal and help students make connections with each other. If you have students from diverse locations, which can be a disadvantage in that they can't ever get together even outside of class, they can't make any connections in the real world, but they can share their diverse locations with each other, which turns this into an advantage in the class. If you are asking students to document public art, for example, since I'm here in the sculpture garden, you have the opportunity to get examples from all over the city, all over the county, all over the state, who knows, maybe even all over the world. Something that would never happen in a class where everyone has to be at the same place at the same time. Using video and pictures also allows students who might be weaker writers an opportunity to express their knowledge and their understanding without that barrier of trying to get it into comprehensible academic English, which is an advantage for them. It's also an advantage for those of us who have to read that kind of thing. And finally, it allows your students to be contributors to the class and to the information in the class. Online classes, kind of ironically, tend to be really hierarchical. I mean, that's the way that the systems are set up. The information comes from the instructor, and then the students submit stuff back, usually straight to the instructor, and may not have any connection, any interaction with each other at all. Requiring or encouraging students to take pictures, make videos of their observations in the real world, and then sharing them with each other creates a less hierarchical concept of the class and of the knowledge. Instead of everything coming straight from the instructor, everybody is sharing their own ideas and observations with each other. Now, I know some people are going to argue that, well, students don't have the technological know-how, they may not have the video or camera to make these visual reports. And that might be true. Everyone may not have a video camera or a cell phone that's going to take digital pictures, but I would argue that everybody knows somebody who does. And that it's not really that high of a bar to ask students to find the resources to take a picture and upload it, or even take a video and upload it. Millions of people are doing it on YouTube. It doesn't take the specialized knowledge that it might have even a couple of years ago. It also contributes to their technological literacy to set a bar maybe a little bit above what they know how to do, and encouraging them to figure it out. So that's really my best practice. I can't really find a best practice on any of the lists that corresponds directly to this, which I think is kind of weird, but so it's my own best practice anyway. And I would particularly encourage folks who are teaching gen ed to do this. General education courses are often seen as nothing more than, hoops to jump through with no real world application, no connection to people's ordinary life. And of course, if you teach gen ed, that's not true. But getting students out to observe the real world and document, whether it's rock formations in a science class or human interaction in a sociology class, or the design of a public art space in a humanities class. I think this kind of activity really does emphasize the connections between the real world and what can be a very virtual class.